In this video, I'm going to talk about the scale and arpeggio requirements for grade 3 piano in the Associated Board syllabus. Now, if you have a copy of the Circle of Fifths, this is quite helpful to refer to. In fact, it's quite a good idea to have it, up on the wall above the piano or somewhere handy, so that you can sort of get an overview of your progress in scales, because basically most of us learn C major first and we gradually expand our knowledge in both the sharp and flat directions, adding more and more black keys. So for instance, in the initial grade, if you did that, you would have done the C major scale and also the D minor scale. Grade 1, you did I'm just checking this. So for grade 1, you did C major hands together. You did G and F major, so one sharp and one flat, hands separately, and also A minor and D minor. So A minor, the relative minor of C major, D minor, the relative minor of F major. And you also would have done the contrary motion C major. Then in grade 2, you did C major contrary motion only, but 2 octaves, and hands together you would have done G major and F major, so one sharp, one flat, and hands together A minor and D minor, so the same ones you did for grade 1, but hands together. In grade 2 you would also have done hands separately, D major and A major, so the next 2 major keys in the sharp direction with 2 sharps and 3 sharps. Also E minor, which is the relative minor of G major, and also G minor, which is actually the relative minor of B flat major, which you didn't have to do at that stage, but that has 2 flats. So you'd got to doing up to 2 flats, at least in the minor, and up to 3 sharps in the major. Okay, so grade 3, you have to do D major and A major, hands together, also E minor and G minor, hands together. So those are all scales that you played for grade 3, I beg your pardon, those are all scales that you played for grade 2, but in grade 2 you did them hands separately. So without further ado, I'm going to play those 4 scales. So D major, I think there's enough room just on the camera. D major, normal fingering. I'm not going to talk a lot about fingering, except to remind you that the basic principle of scale fingering is that we alternate between using 3 fingers and 4 fingers. So when you're bringing a finger over the thumb, you normally take it in turns between bringing finger 3 and finger 4, and that works out well because there are 7 different notes in the scale. It's something that doesn't, as I sometimes have to remind people, it's something that doesn't come naturally at first. Once you've learned it, it can become a habit, become second nature, but don't expect it to happen, first of all, without thought. Okay, so there's D major. Let's do A major. Yeah, I'm just got enough. I'm going to start. Doesn't matter which octave you start. Anyway, A major, 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So you've got the 2 together. A major. Okay, let's look at the minors. Now, of course, minor is more complicated because you have different forms. At grade 3, you are not allowed to do the natural minor, so it's a choice of two, melodic or harmonic. Now, I mentioned that E minor is the relative minor of G major, which means it has the same key signature, namely 1 sharp, the sharp being F sharp. In the melodic minor, you raise the 6th and 7th notes going up, lower them coming down. So coming down, you will follow the key signature. Going up, the 6th note C will become C sharp, 7th note D will become D sharp. In the harmonic, you only raise the 7th, but you keep it raised. So I'm going to play both of those. E minor melodic. And now E minor harmonic. Good, so G minor has 2 flats in the key signature, the 2 flats being B flat and E flat. The melodic minor, according to the key signature, the 6th note is E flat, so that will become E natural going up, F will become F sharp, and then coming down will revert to the key signature, so we'll have F and E flat. So you'll have, going up it'll be white, black, coming down it'll be black, it'll be white, black, the other direction. Okay, now, yes, I'll slightly move the camera again. Okay, so G minor melodic. And G minor harmonic, we keep the E flat, which is the 6th note of the scale, but we still raise the 7th and make that F sharp and keep F sharp coming down. So G minor harmonic will be this. So those are all the hands together scales, apart from the contrary motion, which I'll come to later, and also the chromatic contrary motion. But going through the sort of similar motion scales, then we have 2 majors and 2 minors, which are hands separately. So we have B flat major, which is the relative major of G minor. So it has the same key signature, namely B flat and E flat. In the left hand, basically you use 3rd finger on the B flat, 4th on the E flat. When you get to the top, you'll find you play the last but 1 note at the top with your thumb. Normally, where we have to just reach over for 1 note like that, we use the 2nd. If you're going further, you'd use the 3rd, so you could carry on with the pattern. But if we only have 1 note to play, most people find it most convenient just to use the 2nd. So the fingering for the left hand will be 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And in the right hand, we start with the 2nd, and then the real pattern begins. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the right hand, it's going to be 3rd finger on the E flat, 4th on the B flat. So it's going to be 2, 1, 2, 3, etc. That's B flat major. E flat major has 3 flats, so we have the same 2 flats, B flat and E flat, plus A flat. And in the left hand, again, you start with third, bring your fourth over, and then you will have to reach over with your second just for the top note. So left hand is going to be 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here goes, left hand E flat major. And again, in the right hand, we play the first note with the second, and then the pattern starts, but we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3. Okay? Because that's the only one that really works out. So we go 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to run out of, no, I'm going to start it down here. So this is right hand E flat major. Remember to bring your fourth over there. Yeah, so in the right hand E flat major, it's important to remember to bring your fourth over first, then your third, then your fourth. I'll just do that one once more, actually. Okay, then we have the two minor scales. B minor, now if you look at your circle of fifths, B minor is the relative minor of D major, so it has the same two sharps in the key signature, F sharp and C sharp, and because those are the second and fifth notes of the scale, those won't be altered. So a natural minor would be that. For melodic, as you know, we raise the sixth and seventh notes, so G and A become G sharp and A sharp, which means you'll be playing actually four black keys. So melodic, B melodic minor will be this. It's quite a nice one. And it's normal fingering in the right hand, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here goes. So going up, lots of black keys, coming down, we revert to the key signature. I hope that, double checking that, yeah, that all came up on the camera. Left hand, different fingering in the left hand. This is one of those scales. If you remember F major right hand, that was the odd one out in terms of fingering for the right hand because we didn't use the fifth. Well, B minor is like that in the left hand. We don't use the fifth finger. We start with the fourth, and then we bring the fourth over, and then the third. So remember to start with the fourth and also to bring the fourth over first. So I'll play the melodic minor, B melodic minor left hand. So we start with 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 3. Okay, so 3 comes up, then 4. So we use the fourth quite a lot in this one. Okay, here's B melodic minor. 3 there, 4 there, revert to the key signature. So remember 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Harmonic minor, as you know, we don't raise the sixth, we do raise the seventh, and we keep it raised coming down. So A will become A sharp. Same fingering, I'll start with the left, now I'm on the left, so again it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, and then you've got that little stretch that's a feature of the harmonic minor 1, and then bring your third over there. Okay, so B harmonic minor left hand. 4, 3, right hand fingering normal, so B harmonic minor right hand. Okay, and then we've got C minor, which, if you look at your circle of fifths picture, is the relative minor of E flat major. So the key signature has the same three flats as E flat major, B flat, E flat and A flat. So the natural minor would be... So for the melodic we will raise the sixth and seventh, so A flat and B flat actually become naturals. So C minor and its normal fingering, what we can think of as normal fingering. So here's C minor melodic right hand. So in fact it'll all be white notes apart from the E flat going up. Then coming down it'll have three black keys. C melodic minor right hand. And left hand, most people use the same fingering as what we can think of as the normal fingering, the first fingering you learn. Other fingerings are possible in the left hand, but for now I'm going to use the traditional fingering. So third finger over first, then fourth. Okay, C melodic minor, left hand. Then C harmonic minor, we keep the sixth as per the key signature, so we will have the A flat. The seventh is raised, so instead of B flat we have B natural and we keep it coming down. I'll start with the left again, so C minor, C harmonic minor, left hand. And so as always with the harmonic minor we've got that little tiny little stretch there. Okay, C harmonic minor, left hand. And finally in this section, C harmonic minor, right hand. Stretch between 3 and 4. Okay, so those are the main scales, if you like. We also have to do one contrary motion, which is E major. So if you look at your circle of fifths, E major has 4 sharps. It's the next one round from A major. So it's got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp and D sharp. All the black keys except that one. It's a really comfortable one to play, at least hands separately, and it's the normal fingering. So right hand on its own. Now, let me check. Yeah, I'm going to move the camera slightly this way, just to make quite sure you can see everything. Yeah. So the right hand, normal fingering, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really comfortable to play because it suits the shape of the hand. So here goes. Right, I'll play right hand, then I'll do the left hand, then I'll put them together. 3 here, 4 there, 3. Now the left hand going down and up is going to be the same fingering. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the left hand. Oh, I haven't got enough room. I'm going to start that an octave higher. I'm going to start that here. Okay, so you can see it all. Now, I haven't quite got room to show you the full 4 octaves that we need for the hands together. The reason we learn E major contrary motion as the next contrary motion after C is that it's generally considered the next easiest. The reason it's the next easiest is that just like C, the fingering is the same in both hands. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, using the same finger in each hand for any given note. It's also the same pattern of black and white. In other words, you go white, black, black, white, white, black, black, and so on. What makes it slightly harder is that it's not quite the same movement in each hand. For instance, here the right hand goes 1, 2, 3, 1. That's just a semitone, so the thumb is moving very close to the third, whereas in the left hand it's a whole tone, so it's moving a bit further. And then in other places it's the other way around. Let me think, where is it the other way around? Not sure now. Anyway, I'll play 1 octave so you can see it all. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So that's 1 octave, and 2 octaves you just do the normal 2 octave fingering. I'm going to start up here because I think it's probably more useful for you to be able to see all of the left hand than all of the right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's not very difficult, but you do need to, although I often say don't look at your fingers, I recommend looking at your fingers for this one just to get used at first, just to get used to the slightly different movements in the two hands. It's not difficult, it just takes a little bit of practice. Then we've got the contrary motion, chromatic contrary motion starting on D, which is incredibly easy. Again, same fingering in both hands. So remember, a contrary motion means you're playing in semitones. Both thumbs start on D. It's just 1 octave. So we simply go 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. Or on the top and bottom notes, you can use 4 if you like this. Anyway, that's easy, so I'm not going to spend more time on that. Arpeggios. So same keys as the scales. The hands together ones, D and A major, are exactly the same pattern, different places in the keyboard. So remember, an arpeggio is the first, third and fifth notes of the scale. So a right hand D major arpeggio will be D, F sharp and A, and the fingering is 1, 2, 3. Big swing under with the thumb to the D, swing over, 2, 3. Big swing over with the third. That's the place you're most likely to go wrong at first, is that swing over. Remember, it's always going to be a white key in these keys, and it tends to be a little bit further than you think. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And the trick with arpeggios is to make your move quicker than the speed of the music. So the finger is there a moment before it actually has to play the note. Left hand, 5, 3, 2. Now some books will tell you you can use 5-4-2. I do not recommend that for the left hand, not for this key. 5-3-2. So in both hands, we're not using the fourth finger. We're not using the fourth finger at all. So left hand is 5-3-2-1. Thumb under, big swing over with the second. So the thumb doesn't come as far, but the second has to swing quite a long way. So hands together. Like that. That's D major. A major is exactly the same pattern, just a different place on the keyboard. So I won't spend long on that, I'll just play it. E minor is all white notes. Now in this one, you might possibly prefer fourth finger in the left hand, 5-4-2. On no account use 5-4-3. Never do that with these. 5-4-2. I still prefer 3 and I still recommend it. So, and it's easier to remember if we just think, okay, for these arpeggios we don't use our fourth finger. Okay, so E minor, all white keys, the notes are E, G and B. So just a case of knowing which are the big intervals and which are the small intervals. And then G minor is like A major and D major. It's white, black, white, but it won't feel the same because it's a flat, not a sharp. So the black key is actually closer to the keynote. Again, I recommend the same fingering. There's a reasonable argument for using your fourth in the left hand because that note is closer to the keynote, closer to the first note. Again, certainly don't use 5-4-3. You could use 5-4-2 because there's a smaller interval there, a bigger interval there. Having said that, I still prefer 3. Let's see, so you can I'll move this slightly. And so, assuming that's the case, it's the same fingering. So it's G, B flat and D. Okay, and then we have our 4 hands separately arpeggios. So B flat major, first, third and fifth notes of the scale, which happen to be B flat, D and F. So in our left hand, you can either use 3 or 4 on the B flat. There are advantages and disadvantages to both. I'm going to use 3 this time. Even I change my mind sometimes about which I prefer, but I'm going to use 3 now. And for the white keys, it's 2-1. So you either go 3-2-1, 3-2-1, or 4-2-1, 4-2-1. But I think on the whole, I prefer 3. Just like the scale, for the top note, you don't need to bring 3 or 4 over because you're not going any further. So use your second for the top note and keep your thumb tucked in like that. So left hand, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Reach over, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, the big move is there. So once more. In your right hand, it's going to be 1, 2 like that. And then again, you can use 3 or 4. I happen to prefer 4 in the right hand for the B flat. But you will start with the second because you're going to play the next note with your thumb. There's no need to use any other finger. So in the right hand, let me check the camera. Yep, we've got enough room. 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2. As I say, you can use 3. If you use 3, you've got to make a bigger stretch just there. So I prefer 4, even though it's a bit more work bringing it over, but it makes that note more secure. So and then E flat major has two black keys, so it's black, white, black. Now there are several arpeggios with this pattern, so it's a useful one to know. And when we have this pattern, we use the thumb on the white key, which means that in the left hand you will go 2, 1, and then again bring either 3 or 4. You have a choice. I prefer 4 because it makes that less of a stretch. On the other hand, bringing 4 over is slightly hard work, so you can use 3 or 4 on that. But start with your second. 2, 1. So it's 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. And in your right hand, again, you'll start with the second, but then do 1, 2, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, I prefer 1, 2, 4. I'll do it down here. So right hand. Do that once more. 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Bring fourth over. 2, 1, 2. Good. Then we've got B minor. B minor is white, white, black. So it's B, D, F sharp. And it's the same fingering as most of the arpeggios that start with on a white key. So it's 1, 2, 3. Again, you won't use 4. It's almost tempting to go 1, 2, 4, but I don't recommend it. 1 in the right hand, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so right hand, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. And in the left, again, use your second on the F sharp. On the D, you can use your fourth if you want to. I prefer 3. So and finally G minor, this again, same fingering like most of the ones that start on a white key. So right hand is going to be 1, 2, 3, and the notes are G, B flat and D. Sorry, not G minor, C minor, but C minor, it's the same pattern. It's white, black, white, so it will feel exactly like playing G minor, just in a different place. So right hand will be 1, 2, 3, etc. C, E flat, G. Left hand, again, you can use 4. I prefer 3. Don't go 5, 4, 3. Use your second on the G. And that's it. So I hope that was helpful. I think a good way of practicing them is to do it by key. So although I didn't do it this way, I suggest that you practice a particular scale and then practice the arpeggio of that scale. I think that helps them go in more. So practice the D major scale, then the D major arpeggio, and so on. Okay, well, I hope that was a bit helpful. I know that was quite a long video, but there you go. That's the end.